Hello aspirants, welcome to Let's Unite. JDO exam கான free test series conduct பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். அதுல last test number 5 full revision testல question number 101 to 200 கான answer discussion இந்த video sessionல பார்க்கலாம். First question, the most important purpose of frog in a brick is to make key joint between mortar and brick. Option B the correct answer. Second question, a saturated soil mass has a porosity of 35% and the White's ratio of the soil is 0.54. Option D. Third question, what is the liquid limit for the soils of high compressibility greater than 50%? Option B. 104, the toughness index of a soil is the ratio of plasticity index to flow index. Option B. Next 105, traffic density is number of vehicles occupied per unit length of road at an instant. Option D. 106, the clay mineral with the largest swelling and shrinkage characteristics is Montmorillonite. Option C the correct answer. 107, the rollers which are recommended for compacting high plastic soil is sheep foot roller. Option D. 108, the compaction of soil in laboratory using Indian standard light compaction test, the weight of hammer used for giving blows to soil is 2.6 kg. Option B. Next 109, the unconfined compressive strength of a saturated clay sample is 54 kPa. The value of cohesive for clay is 27 kPa. Option C. Next 110. To drain out the rainwater from road, what provision is made? Camber. Option C. Next 111. As per IRC recommendations, the maximum limit of super elevation for mixed traffic in plain terrain is 1 in 50. Option D. Next 112. Which of the following is an engineering measure to decrease the accident rates? Traffic control devices. Option C. Next 113. The shape of a stop sign according to IRC in octagonal. Option D. 114. A fine-grained soil is found to be plastic in the water content range of 26 to 48%. As per Indian Standard Classification System, soil is classified as CA. Option B. Next 115. Webster's method is used for determining optimum signal cycle. Option D. Next 116. In CBR test, the value of CBR is calculated at both 2.5 mm and 5 mm penetrations. Option D. Next 117. The penetration test of bitumen determines the hardness or softness by measuring the depth into which a standard loaded needle will penetrate vertically, 1/10 of a millimeter. Option B. 118th question, relationship between speed and density is generally linear. Option B. Next 119, the traffic volume of a roadway is defined the multiplication of traffic density and speed. Option C. 120, calculate the capacity of the road when the reaction time of the driver is 2 seconds, the design speed is 80 km/h and the average length of the vehicle is 6 meter. Take coefficient of friction as 0.35. இதோட ஆன்சர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 6/3. Option B. Next 121, in reinforced cement concrete work, if steel details are not specified, then the quantity of steel, how many of the following can be taken? 0.6% to 1% of RCC quantity. Option C the correct answer. Next 122, the minimum clear cover to the main steel bars in RCC slab. RCC பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 20, beam பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 25, column பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 40, foundation பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 50. So options பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 20, 25, 40, 50. So option C correct answer. Next 123, steel beam theory is the method used to analyze and in the design of doubly reinforced section. Option A the correct answer. 124, according to IS 456-2000, under limit state of collapse, the maximum compressive strain in concrete in axial compression is taken as 0.002. Option C. Next 125, maximum area of reinforcement in its tension and its compression to be provided in RCC beam as per IS 456-2000 is 4% and 4%. Option D. Next 126, a column is considered as a long column if its slenderness ratio exceeds 12. Option A. Next 127, the value of maximum permissible shear stress Tmax as per IS 456-2000 is based on diagonal compression failure. Option A. Next 128, as per provision of IS 456-2000, the maximum allowable shear stress Tmax of RCC beams depends which of the following? Grade of concrete. Option C. Next 129, Ly is the length of largest span and L is the length of shortest span of RCC slab if the slab is to be less than 2.0. Option D. Next 130, as per IS 456-2000, span depth ratio is for deflection criteria. Option B. 131. The maximum permissible compressive strain in an RC column when the minimum strain at one edge is 0.0020 should not be less than 0.00350. Option A the correct answer. 132. Minimum pitch of transverse reinforcement in a column is lesser of the above three values. Option D the correct answer. Next 133rd. The minimum number of main steel bars provided in a circular RCC column 6. Option C. 134. In a combined footing for two columns carrying unequal load, the maximum hogging moment occurs at section subjected to zero shear force. Option D. 135. As per BIS specifications, the maximum longitudinal pitch allowed in bolted joints of tension members is about 16 times thickness of plate. Option C correct answer. 136. A 22 mm diameter bolt is used to connect two plates. The standard size of the bolt hole is 24 mm. Option D. Next 137. What is effective throat thickness value in case of complete penetration of the butt weld? Thickness of thinner member joint. Option E. 138. Column splices is used to increase length of the column. Option E. 139. Battens provided for a compression member shall be designated to carry a transverse shear equal to 2.5% of actual load. Option D. Next 140. For a fixed end beam of length L and central point load of W, what will be the value of W at collapse? 8 m by L. Option B. Next 141. Force in the member CD of a truss shown in below. Adoda answer pathina option A 60 kN tension. Next 142. The following diagram shows a pin jointed steel truss. The force in the member DE will be 0. Option A. Next 143. The force in EC of the truss shown in the figure below is 0. Option A. Next 144. The moment distribution method in structural analysis falls in the category of displacement method. Option A. Next 145. A steel frame consists of members OA, OB, OC and OD, all having same length L and same flexural stiffness EI. If joint O of the frame is rigid and end A and C are fixed, B is hinged and D is free, then the rotational stiffness of the frame at point O is given by 11 EI by L. Option D the correct answer. 146th question. If the detailed estimate, the volumes are worked out to the nearest of 0.01 meter cube. Option B. Next 147. The method of measurement of concrete work specifies cubic content shall be worked out to nearest 0.01 meter cube. Option B. Next 148. Flooring measurements are taken on basis of unit area. Option A. Next 149. In what units are the quantities for the frames of doors and windows computed? Option B. Meter square. Next 150. In concrete work, items shall be measured in cubic meter and no deduction shall be made for opening varum, volume occupied by reinforcement varum, small voids not exceeding 40 square centimeter each in cross section. மூணுமே கரெக்ட் தான். So option D all of these தான் correct answer. Next 151. Unit of measurement is per quintal for the following item. Quintal பார்த்தீங்கன்னா reinforcement of RCC works. Option D தான் correct answer. Next 152. Unit of measurement for electrical fittings is points னு சொல்லுவோம். Option C. Next 153rd question. The quantities of whitewashings are computed. Whitewashing பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஸ்கொயர் மீட்டரில் தான் எடுப்போம். Option C. Next 154. Technique of finding the fair price of an existing building of property is known as valuation. Option D. Next 155. The value of dismantled material is known as scrap value னு சொல்லுவோம். Option A. Next 156. The rights and privileges which one owner of the property enjoys through or over the property of another is easement னு சொல்லுவோம். Option C. 157. The contract system through which minor maintenance works are done within a specific period of contract is termed as term contract. Option C. 158. Underestimate of building percentage of contingencies usually taken off overall cost of building பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 3 to 5%. Option C. Next 159. In building work, the cost for internal electrification, sanitary and water supply works is around 20% of estimated cost of building. Option C. Next 160. The estimate that is prepared in initial stage to know the approximate cost of the project பார்த்தீங்கன்னா preliminary estimate னு சொல்லுவோம். Option B. Next 161. Plinth area of building includes. Plinth area includes பார்த்தீங்கன்னா area of wall and floor level correct தான். Area of stairs cover வராது. Internal shaft for sanitary installation up to 2 square meter area correct தான். Area of cantilevered porch வராது. So option A and C ரெண்டுமே correct தான். நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. Next 162. The formula to calculate FSI is total covered area on all floors of all buildings on a certain plot area. Option A the correct answer. Next 163. Plastering the exposed brick walls, the cement sand mortar ratio should be 1:4. Option C correct answer. Next 164. Methods of preparation of approximate estimate பார்த்தீங்கன்னா plinth area method, cubical content method, unit based method எல்லாமே வரும். So option D all of the above. Next 165. For building project estimate, which method is generally used in PWD? Long wall and short wall method ரெண்டுமே. Option B. Next 166. The carpet area of a residential building is generally of its plinth area 50% to 65%. Option A. Next 167. Dash is an offer in writing for executing certain specified work. Tender nu solluvom. Option C. Next 168. A 30-meter chain is found to be 0.1 meter short throughout the measurement. If distance measured is recorded as 300 meter, then actual distance measured பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 299 meter. Option A. Next 169. The working principle of optical square is based on double reflection. Option B correct answer. Next 170. Chain survey is recommended when the area is small areas in open ground. Option A. Next 171. If the context of chain surveying, a line which joins subsidiary stations on the main lines is called tie line. Option B. Next 172. Which survey line is used for locating interior details? Interior details na tie line na. Option D. Next 173. Isogonic lines are the lines having same declination. Option A. Next 174. Prismatic compass is a type of magnetic compass. Option A. Next 175. The sensitivity depends on the bubble tube. Depends on radius of curvature. Option B. Next 176. In which of the following types of surveying is the instrument alidate is used? Plane table la alidate use பண்ணுவோம். So option D. Next 177. Dash objects can be plotted accurately using a plane table. Irregular objects தான். Option A. Next 178. To survey a small plot of land 50 meter into 100 meter by a plane table, the method adopted is 50 meter 100 meter பார்த்தீங்கன்னா radiation methodல பண்ணலாம். Option A. Next 179. An imaginary line lying throughout the surface of the ground and preserving a constant inclination to the horizontal is known as contour gradient. Option D. Next 180. The contour lines merge or cross one another on the map in case of vertical surface, overhanging ground surface, மூணுமே வரும். So option D all of these the correct answer. Next 181. Two contours of different elevation can unite to form one line only in the case of vertical cliff. Option C the correct answer. Next 182. A series of closed contours of decreasing values towards the center represents depression. Option A. Next 183. Image formed by the objective in the plane on cross has is real and inverted. Option B. Next 184. Least count of vernier theodolite பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 20 seconds. Option C. Next 185. The commonly used indicator for measuring iron concentration is in water is 1,10 phenanthrolene. Option B. Next 186. Match the following. Bacteria cholera, virus polio, protozoa gastroenteritis, helminth worms. Option பார்த்தீங்கன்னா option A தான் correct answer. 2 for 1. Next 187. Zero hardness of water is achieved by ion exchange treatment. Option B. 188. In a water treatment plant, dissolved iron and manganese can be removed from the water by aeration and sedimentation. Option D. Next 189. Which of the following is not used to determine residual chlorine in water supply? Zeolite. Option C. Next 190. The maximum permissible chlorine content of public supplies should be 0.1 to 0.2 ppm. Option D. Next 191. The chloride present in the water removed from reverse osmosis. Option C. 192. Efflorescence in bricks causes due to presence of soluble salt in parent clay. Option D. Next 193. Which of the following test is not used for testing fineness of timber? Air permeability வரும், Wagner turbidity வரும், C-வும் வரும். So option D density butter method. Correct answer. Next 194. Addition of pozzolana to ordinary Portland cement causes decrease in yield strength. Correct தான். Reduction in chemical action with sulfates correct தான். Increase in singration correct தான். So option D all options are correct. Next 195. The pigment used to produce colored cement, which statement given below is wrong? Aluminum oxide to get white color. Option D. Next 196, gypsum is added in cement to increase its initial setting time. Option B. Next 197th question, in VIII apparatus, the diameter of wicket plunger is 10 mm. Option B. Next 198, the lower water cement ratio of concrete produces more density, small creep and shrinkage, more bond. So option D, all options are correct. Next 199, after storage, the strength of cement decreases. Option B. 200 question, the efflorescence in cement is caused due to excess of alkalis. Option D, correct answer. ஸோ JDO டெஸ்ட் சீரிஸில் டெஸ்ட் நம்பர் 5ல் கொஷின் நம்பர் 101 to 200க்கான ஆன்சர் டிஸ்கஷன் பார்த்துட்டோம். இதில் ஏதாவது மிஸ்டேக்ஸ்னால் கமெண்ட்டில் மென்ஷன் பண்ணுங்கள். ஸோ எக்ஸாம்ஸ் வந்து நாளைக்கு நடக்குது. ஸோ எல்லாருமே எக்ஸாம் நல்லா பண்ணுங்கள். ஆல் த வெரி பெஸ்ட். தேங்க்யூ.